Good morning, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, especially my divine feminine. Now, don't ask me, guys, why I was called to do this reading. It's a collective divine masculine reading again, and I was just told, guided to do this reading, people, because this reading, after the Lionsgate portal that I did in the last few days, has shown us the energies. Now, what is happening with this man is something very curious that I was curious, wanting to find out more. Okay, so let's look into the energies as we channel them in real time, people. Now, before you can see the cards I've got in here, before I jump into the tarot, now we'll start with the Moonology card in here, which is where the universe is now holding him, walking with him, telling him what it is that he needs to do and what it is that he needs to be guided towards from the divine 5D. Okay, so the first card out, people, is hold your vision, fixed moon. Okay, so they are telling him, people, is whatever he's planning, whatever he is thinking, he needs to hold his vision. He cannot get into another stuff in here. He has to be very focused. He has to stay on the road that he is now planning. And if you see the moon, guys, you can see the half of the moon in here. So, which is telling me is he's already got half the vision of what he needs to do. Now he has to plan the other half of what he has to work towards in here. That's the call from the universe in here. And again, before I move forward, guys, this is a timeless reading. So energies are interchangeable, time is fluid. Whenever you check, these are the energies of the divine masculine. All right. So that's what they're saying, that plan your stuff, do your work, hold your vision, because you have only completed a part of it. The other part is still on hold that needs to be worked on, and that's where his vision will have to be on focus, on guard. Okay, the next card is a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. Beautiful. So there is something that is closing, people. There is a climax to the story that's coming in here. Okay, and it's an Aries energy with full moon in Aries. A lot of passion, could be a lot of communication for some people, could be a lot of getting together, whatever that story is, people. Long distance, short distance, whatever, there is a climax that is approaching with regards to the situation from the divine in here. The third card is surrender to the divine full moon. Okay, so this is also a full moon, this is a full moon. So they are telling him whatever that he is planning, he has to be on focus, because it's coming to the part, people, where things are going to move. And it's going to be a climax in there where he will have to surrender to the divine in order to believe that whatever is going to close in here and whatever is ending in here is for his betterment. Okay, so he will have to surrender. That's what they're pushing him towards. They're telling him that he needs to believe in the universal call, in this twin flame connection, for him to surrender whatever that he had in his mind, heart, soul, physical body, whatever that bad stuff he had, he needs to surrender, because that is coming to an end. He is going to walk out of all the negativity, of all the toxicity, of all the bad stuff, that he will now put it up to the divine and say, it's not for me. It's not for me. Okay, surrender it. His thought process, his mental capacity, his physical stuff, his emotional well-being, whatever that was holding, he's just going to put it back in the back burner or into the barbecue and just set it on fire, guys. Set it on fire. He's giving it up. He's putting it out of his way. All right, that's the universal calling. From which, let's come down, let's delve into his other energy oracle here, people. The first card out is card number 8, Trapped in Fear, which is a karmic situation for which this person, whoever I am tapping into, guys, has been in a very bad place, imprisoned, mental entrapment, trapped in fear. He could not move. He could not move. He was absolutely, it's like, when you put somebody behind bars. Can you see the bars in here? Okay, it's been put, he's like behind bars. He feels imprisoned in his fear, in his thought process, in his physical health. He's not doing well. Okay, he's not doing well because he had been enclosed in a space, in a situation which is absolutely not a healthy situation. Let me put it like that. Okay, now you could say that trapped in fear is because of him doing, could be. I'm not disregarding the fact that he has put himself in that condition, but now it's coming to the point of him feeling unwell about that situation, not feeling happy. The next card breaks down to card number 6, which is temptation. So, from where it's the devil energy, people. That's where the fury climax will happen. Okay, that is going to end. It's going to be harmonious. It's going to be good because, see, trapped in fear and temptation, he has been holding on to bad stuff that now he needs to surrender to the divine because he himself had been responsible for his own action, is also what I'm getting, guys. Okay, so the temptation, the nostalgia, the bad thought that, he was sitting in that mental fear, mental entrapment, was only because of this toxic energy of the devil, the temptation that was pulling him towards this place, which is where he was going through a very tough process, but at the same time, it was probably also, I would say, would have been a learning lesson for his own karma as well. Okay, for his own karmic situation as well. The next two cards, people, is card number 2, which is intuition. He is being highly intuitive, people. Highly intuitive about the situation here. He knows about it, okay? Which is where the surrender to the divine is coming in as well. He knows about what is going on in his life. And from where, look, card number 9, spiritual strength. He is coming up. He is rising out. He is evolving from the ashes like the phoenix with his spiritual, intuitive, mental, physical strength. Because he's going to be surrendering the rest of the bad stuff to the divine, and he will rise out of the ashes like the phoenix. The spiritual strength, can you believe that? Like literally, his intuition is guiding him so much that he is making his decisions intuitively here. He is knowing what he has to do now. He knows completely. He's completely investigated his own self, what he now needs to do, and that's where his intuition is working and is bringing him back, where he is putting things to the divine and bringing back his spiritual strength for himself, his self-worth, his free will, his own understanding, his own strength, his own courage. Okay, that spiritual strength that makes people do what they have to do because they know, they believe in themselves. That's the belief. That's the belief, guys, that's coming back to him. That's the belief, the spiritual strength, the ultimate, which a man or a woman needs in order, and what makes them spiritually strong is their strong intuition that he is working on in order to complete those bad energies, give it off to the universe and not look back at that energy anymore. He is evolving. Look, he is evolving, people. He's moving out from trapped in fear, from temptation. He's moving out from that karmic situation in order to bring back his own harmony from this toxic energy into the spiritual strength, guys. What more could be a clear message than this? Okay, the energy oracle, we have the strength card, people, which is talking about the angel of strength, which is talking about his own fear, his own pride and ego, that calamity that he had manufactured. That's the word I'm getting. He had manufactured in his own self, people. Okay, the angel of strength is bringing back that balance in him with that spiritual strength. He's got so much of strength card coming up in here, people, which is bringing back his spiritual strength, his own strength, to understand why he had been so fearful, to tame his own fear in here, guys. The next card out is again, look, door to romance. That's what he is opening with his strength, people. Okay, card number 33 breaks down to 6. You got you got the devil in 6, you got the door to romance in 6. Look at the way things are changing. The toxicity is moving. He is opening his heart to this beautiful journey, people. He is coming back in full shape and form into this story, and when he is ready, you will know it. He is working. This is a preparation that he's doing. He's working, opening the door to romance and opening the door to value. That is his own self, people. Okay, breaks down to card number 4, which is bringing back his own stability in life. His money, his health, his wealth, his resources, everything that he had lost out because of these two toxic energies in here, people. The trapped in fear and the temptation of the devil, these two energies had completely drained him, which he is now fighting, getting out of, moving out of, in order to build back his own self-esteem and self-worth, people. Okay, now with the angel of strength, his fortune card is bad health, which is telling him he was not doing well because he had lost his strength, people, which is what he's bringing back. His bringing back breaks down to card number 4. He's bringing back his money, his health, his wealth, his emotional vitality, stability in life that he now needs. And you know what had drained him was his ego, people. Was his ego, which is what he is coming to the point of realizing that why he had been suffering. He had been suffering, that's what I said, trapped in fear. He had been suffering because he is planning to now hold your vision. He's planning to get back his own strength and his own spiritual understanding in the right way, taming his own fear, taming his own demons in the story, in the twin flame, guys. With the door to romance, you got 2 cards in here, people. One is message, card number 7, and one is the wealthy man. That breaks down to card number 4. Okay, so you got 6 in here, which is door to romance, which is talking about this beautiful journey, the harmony, the love, the relationship, the kindness, the compassion. Look at the beautiful heart right in the middle of the cage, which is the door he's opening of his own heart, people. And that spiritual message of the wealthy man. Now, if you look at these 2 cards together, it's 13 and 7 breaks down to 2, which is taking a decision on this story in here, people. He's not only, the message could be a message for you, could be his own message. It's a very spiritual message he's receiving. That also could be a point in the story here to break down and bring back his own stability, metamorphosis of his own situation, people, in order to open the door to the romance, to this beautiful journey of this twin flame connection, guys. Okay, door to value. Okay, it talks about, again, card number 3, privileged lady here. Okay, this is bringing back stability, breaks down to card number 4. Do you see this door? It's talking about money, health, wealth, vitality, happiness, journey, vacation, whatever that this man is now wanting to open towards his own life with his intuitive spiritual strength, giving everything else, the negativity, to the divine for them to take care of that story, and he is attracting back the right energies in himself. The door to value and breaks down to privilege lady, card number 3, that's you, divine feminine. He wants to co create this with you. He wants to be on the same level with you, where you are privileged enough that you have earned your rewards. You have gained your wisdom, you have gained your strength, and that strength has gained you back your freedom, your happiness, your privileges in life. That is the door that he now wants to open to co create with you, exactly be like you in the same place where he feels privileged enough to do things in the way that you have been doing for so long, divine feminine. He wants to come next to you, but he wants to come next to you in the right way. Not as a weak man. He wants to come to you in the right way, in that strong personality, in that awesome personality of his strength, wisdom, of his chakras. With that spiritual strength, people don't forget his chakras are opening up too. Because spiritual strength means that you're opening up your chakras in here, people, which is a big part of the story in here, and which is where he's coming to the point of understanding that he has to come to you in the right way, with his money, with his love, with his assets, to meet you, in the same place of where you belong, in the privileged area of your life. Okay, so he wants to be exactly like you. He wants to co-create the situation for himself as well, don't forget. Okay, because now he knows, again, listen, um, ladies and gentlemen, especially my divine feminine, he knows that today he is coming to the point of understanding that he has been on the weaker side of the story for a very, very long time. His love, his compassion, his kindness is overflowing. That's okay. But when it comes to the practical sense of the story, people, in the 3D, he will have to come and meet you in the right place. Because if he comes up again as a weak person, as a person with no strength, as a person with no understanding, no wisdom, you will perhaps not like it. You will perhaps not want to take that back for yourself too, divine feminine. So now he has realized what kind of a person you are and what kind of a person you are looking for with him in this journey. Okay, that is where things are moving for him in a different direction, where he had completely surrendered his own ego to somebody, from where he has realized that people have drained him, others have drained him, they have taken things, but in the process, he has given to those people, but in return has got nothing. That's point one. Point two is he has been drained throughout the journey with the karmic third party, whatever that situation that had been revolving around his life. So today he is working for himself, guys. Today he has realized that you have worked for yourself. Divine feminine, he is in awe of you. He is in awe of you only because today he is realizing, or he is going to be realizing in this time period, is where you have reached with your own strength, and he wants to be exactly like you, not being envious, not being jealous, not being depressive about the situation, but taking that energy from you in the right way to make him self-worthy of you in here, people. Okay, now the way he's traveling at this with this reading, guys, he's looking at this entire story from above. Okay, he knows the story. He knows he's getting the view from the above. He's getting the big picture, what he now needs to do in order to move himself from one direction to the other, from where he had been a weak personality to becoming a personality of strength and courage and determination, just like a divine masculine should be for everybody here, out here in this reading. So he's getting the bigger picture because he knows the narrow pathway is there. Okay, things are still very tight for him to move. So he has to tread thoughtfully. So he's getting the bigger picture. He's planning his action according to his the way that he needs to move now, because he knows there are things that he will have to move through. It's not an open pathway for him. There are a lot of obstructions and obstacles that are still hanging around in his environment, in his zone, which he will have to tread and maneuver in the right direction for him to reach the point of his story, guys. So he is looking at the entire situation from above because he is getting hold of the bigger picture. What he now needs to do, how he now needs to move, what is that he needs to implement in the story that keeps him and you moving together in the right way, where he wants to bring back his health, wealth, finances, because he has already taken a decision here to move towards this journey, guys. There is no doubt about that. He's done his final decision on the story. So now he's working on the different route, on the different approach towards making this happen in the right way. Now, bottom of the Moonology card, guys, is full moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. That's what I was telling you about the other part of the moon. Okay, where he will now have to tread thoughtfully in order to come to the practical plan, because he's looking at this picture. He's working for himself. He's doing everything for himself. But at the same time, he is keeping you in mind to see how he can really be on the right track to make this beautiful thing happen. So the practical plan is now coming up, people. Okay, where he's getting rid of all the negative energies to bring into the positive energy to dream for his dreams that he's now having towards this journey, towards this you divine feminine that now needs a practical approach in the 3D. And that is what he is looking from the above. When you see things from the top, you see a lot more than when you are actually on the same level. Okay, so what he now needs to do, he is doing his part of the job, but he is also working with his plan that he now needs to implement in the practical world in the 3D as well. With regards to this energy, people, he's got card number 2, movement, choices, and decisions. He is getting his spiritual strength back, guys. Don't forget that. Okay, and because of that, the chakras will open up, and because of the chakras, he will now have to make his movement in the right direction. He will have to choose which is the direction. That's what he's looking at here, people. Okay, the movement, choices, and decisions that will have to be made in the right way, because he now wants to come to a place of bringing back the harmony, bringing back the joy, the celebration, everything. So this is the time period, guys, where he is marinating in the story in here for himself. He's putting all the flavors, all the spices, all the thoughts, all the emotions, all the good stuff into the picture, looking at it from the above and carefully navigating his plan, where somebody is working overtime to see how they can cross this narrow pathway. Very, very carefully. Okay, the bottom of the deck for the energy oracle is cornucopia. Look, card number 2 again, card number 2. Okay, so the decision will have to be made. What decision he will make today is going to bring him back. This connection is going to bring him back his story, whatever the fruition of his success in life that he now wants to manifest, everything that he is, even his self-worth, people, even his self-worth here, which is talking about him taking decisions on bringing back his movement, choices, and decisions about his free will, self-worth, his own story in life, as well as his health, wealth, vitality, his money, his resources, everything that is into this movement, choices, and decisions. So he's marinating in that plan because he knows he has to go forward. He needs a practical planning. He's practically planning this today. Okay, let's put it like that. He's practically planning this entire story because he wants to be in this place with you people, meeting you on the same plane, on the same level, being on the same page. Okay, so that is what he's working. The bottom of the deck for the fortune card is official person, breaks down to card number 4. Again, talking about being the emperor kind of an energy with discipline, with decorum, with strategic stuff that he's working towards taking control of this entire plan in here, people. He is becoming so disciplined. You will, I mean, disciplined not only in his own way, but disciplined in his thought process, in the structure he's now creating, in the courage he's now getting. Okay, in the movement that he's now going to be making, he's becoming totally official, doing it by the book in himself. Okay, taking control of the entire situation so that he will not allow anybody to step into his plan in here. He is kind of, what should I say? He's kind of tying up the plan in such a way, in such a firm way, that going forward, nobody can move into his area of his life. He's becoming that strong in order to build back that net of his own story in this twin flame connection, so that he will be able to navigate himself into this connection with you and not allow anybody else, XYZ, to enter the situation ever. He wants to become that strong. He wants to become that, powerful. He wants to be that emperor, that divine masculine with his money, power, health, wealth, vitality, which will provide you and him the entire flavor in this connection in here, guys. Beautiful. The bottom of the deck for the travel stuff in here says wondrous universe, walk in beauty. So they are asking him to move, to tread carefully, but in awe and beauty, that you will realize as you go how things are opening up for you, how situations are going to change for you, and you will be feeling extremely it's like being in awe. Oh, I didn't know this was going to happen. Oh, I didn't see this. Oh my God, the road is open. Oh, I didn't think. It's like, there is so much of beauty in the universe that he's going to discover as he moves along in this twin flame connection. Is unbelievable, people. Unbelievable. Okay. All right, guys, let's look at the secret in here. I love to see the secret of the divine masculine. Okay, let's look into the secret plan. The secret plan we already know a little bit, but let's see what our tarot tells us in here. What is the secret that he has, the divine masculine has with him, that he is working towards at this point in time? What is the secret energy that he is holding towards this twin flame connection that he now wants to manifest? What is the secret energy that he's holding, please? And it's one of those, it's one of those connections, people. This twin flame connection has kept me absolutely mesmerized in here, because every time I do a reading, now that I'm doing the reading, all I'm getting is right in front of you, people. What more do you have to say about his secret plan in here, my spirit, my guide, my angels? What do you have to say about the secret plan of the divine masculine? What about the high priestess in here? What is the secret plan of the divine masculine? Oops, hold on. Okay, this card flipped over, guys. I'm going to take this card. What else do you have to say here about the secret plan that he is working towards at this point in time? What do you have to say about the secret plan in here? Anything else with the secret plan that the divine masculine is working towards with his divine feminine here? There are too many cards, guys. Hold on. What is the secret plan in here? Any other message? Okay, we got 2 more cards. Beautiful. All right. What is coming out of these energies for the divine masculine in here? What is coming out of this energy for the divine masculine in here? And this is all happening after the gate, the portal has closed. Don't forget that, guys. And we are moving forward into the next area, into the next phase. Okay, so after the portal has closed, it's been a journey, or it is a journey, an ongoing journey in here, people. Okay, so we are having to see these energies of this journey being continued into becoming a place of sacred union. Okay, let's look at that. All right. Now let's look at the plan of action. Okay, a plan of action for the divine masculine. What is his plan of action, please? Okay. I think we have all the messages in here, guys. Let's work with our. Okay. I'm going to continue to clarify with the same tarot deck. I've been called to do that, people, so it's okay for us. We'll see what it is that we need to clarify. We don't need to clarify all the cards because the messages are quite simple and prominent. But what I am going to ask here before I move into, okay, all right, let's look first. Okay, let's go first in here before, I don't want to mess it up here. All right. So let's look at his secret plan, guys. Let's see what it is that he is secretly holding. The first card out, it's a secret itself, the High Priestess, his intuition here. That's what I told you. He is working overtime on this intuitive part of the story, people. And this is like, and he's doing it in in good health. You know, his intuition is supporting his strength. His intuition is supporting his feelings. His intuition is supporting his dreams of whatever that he is now manifesting in here, people, in this story. And he's quite happy. He's dancing around with his intuition. If you see this beautiful card, you know, it is a secret energy that he is doing secretly. But this energy is telling me that this man over here is dancing around with you, Divine Feminine. That's your energy as well, the High Priestess, okay? And he is always intuitively planning, dancing around with your intuition as to what he can now do towards your betterment, towards his betterment, towards the betterment of this beautiful journey in here. Then you have the Ace of Cups, people. Okay, so he is looking at the story in here. The Ace of Cups is a third eye chakra, which is opening up towards bringing back that love, that fulfillment, that strength, that happiness into this journey with whom? With the Divine Feminine, the Queen of Cups. Okay, so his work is totally based upon this love situation here, people. He is dancing around with you, with your intuition in here as well. He is keeping you in mind all the time because he is working towards you, don't forget. This is not about him anymore. It is a joint effort. It's a joint combined journey together that he is now working upon with you, Queen of Cups, in compassion, in kindness, in love, in everything that he has seen you manifest in this situation in here. It's a new love circle. It's a new love life. It's a new love that's coming into his intuitive mind, people, where he's thinking everything about you. How you want things to happen now, what he can do to make you happy, what is that he now needs to get corrected in this situation is all that he is planning with the Ace of Cups, people. Okay, and then he has the Four of Cups. Look, this is that apathy. This is that missed opportunity that he now knows he had lost with his Queen of Cups at one point in time. Okay, this is where he is trying to gain his divine blessings, is trying to gain that divine message from the universe, where the fourth cup is now coming in to let him know that this is your Ace of Cups that you now need to move forward to, people, with justice where there has been injustice in this situation with you, Divine Feminine. And this is why justice is clearly showing up in here, because he knows that he has not been able to do justice with you at one point in time or at whatever point in time, guys. Okay, so he now needs to move forward in this justice, in this plan, in this game plan. And this is where that missed opportunity, he's feeling very bad with regards to whatever he had done with you previously. Let's put it like that in here. So now everything is with you, divine feminine. He wants to be like you. He wants to be that privileged person. He wants to have money. He wants to have his health, wealth, well-being, everything. He wants to bring you back from that loss, from that missed opportunity. He wants to offer you that Ace of Cups. And he's dancing around with his intuition, with you in mind, to see how he can make you completely happy and fulfilled in your life as your partner, as your twin in here, people. Let's look at the High Priestess in here. Please talk to me. So secretly, he is working with you, divine feminine. Secretly, he is keeping you. He's obsessed. Did I say this in the last reading? I don't remember. But if I have not said it, people, the feeling I'm getting, what I'm getting out of this entire story so far, after the Lionsgate portal has opened up, is that he's entirely obsessed with you, divine feminine. He has nothing else in the world he can think. He is only working towards his twin flame connection. He is only working towards you because today he is awakened. He has realized his mistake. He has understood where he had gone wrong. And that is what he is completely trying to correct out. And here, with the High Priestess, you got the Chariot, 2 major on the board, people. This is where he is working with his intuition to move towards you. That's your Cancer energy. But, it's nurturing, nourishing, full of love. With the Queen of Cups, it's full of love, full of love, full of love. Okay, he wants to now take this into the next chapter. He wants to move forward in this connection in the right way, with the Chariot card showing up in here, people. That's telling me that he is working with his intuitive self and building back all that lost emotion, all that lost mental problems he had, putting it aside to focus directly on the subject of whatever that he is now trying to gain back into the secret area of his life that you don't know, divine feminine, but this is what he is working on. Let me put it like that. Let's look at the Justice card in here. Now, like I said, the Justice card is something, it's a card that brings in a lot of karma, don't forget, okay? Now, too many cards, people, one has flipped out, I'm going to take that. 8 of Cups, he's leaving all the injustice behind. Look, he's leaving everything behind, that he's on his own journey now. He wants to bring back everything in the right way. So whatever injustice happened here, guys, whatever emotions got drained out, he's walking away from that to build back a complete new story in your life in here, people, to bring you back in the right way. Because this time around, don't forget, this time around he will have to really put, and this, okay, let me tell you this too, I'm getting, he's not doing this out of force. He's doing this with his heart. He wants it. Because look at the amount of energies he's got with love. That's all talking about his heart, people. Okay, so his heart is opening up. Let's look at the 8 of Cups in here. What is he looking at? An 8 of Cups is a journey, a starting point, people, of leaving 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, he wants to free himself. And this is all the plan. He is wanting to free himself. He is wanting to nourish himself. He is wanting to bring back that love and this connection with you. He wants to be in that equal place with you, divine feminine. And this has been a total enlightenment for him. A complete enlightenment for this man in here. I'm not even kidding you, guys. He's doing everything secretly. He's planning his resources. That's what I said, the wealthy man. He's planning the door to romance, the door to value. He is working overtime on leaving bad situations that caused injustice, missed opportunity, apathy of emotions, everything, to bring this connection back in the right way, where he is becoming single. Now, listen, when I say single, guys, a lot of people think, oh, he's going to divorce his karmic, he's going to throw her out. No, it can be, it may not be. But what I'm trying to say is sometimes in life, or most of the times, when your intuition has given up on your karmic and third party situation, your physical self may be there, but intuitively you're not there anymore. That is a divorce, a spiritual divorce, if you want to say it. Like we have spiritual commitment, it's a break of that spiritual commitment from wherever in that karmic situation that was not his spiritual goal he had been stuck in. So even if he is there physically, people, even if he is with his karmic, even if he is with the third party physically, he is not there. He is not there. You know what I mean? Only his physical self is there. But other than that, everything else is just like hoops, just leaving him. And he's becoming single in a completely different spiritual form in here. Because don't forget, this is a spiritual journey, people. Okay, so he's becoming completely single, taking care of his own self, taking care of you, divine feminine, planning it out in the right way, getting back his health, wealth, and vitality to bring back the situation in the right possible way. Okay, let's look at wisdom oracle in here to see what my spirit has to tell him about the secret of his wisdom here. What is the secret of his wisdom here? Please tell me here for my divine feminine and my viewers. What is the secret of this wisdom for the plan in here? What secret wisdom and plan is he manifesting here? Yang. Yeah, look. The male energy, card number 1. Wow. He is bringing back, this is him. This is him, people. Okay, he's bringing back that energy in him for his secret work in here. The yang energy, the male energy, full of passion, the card number 1. Full of passion, full of life, full of guts, full of courage to bring back this manifestation. To manifest the secret plan in the right way is his wisdom in this energy in here, people. All right, let's move from here into the next part. What's coming out of the secret plan here, guys? We'll talk about it in a minute. Okay, hold on with me. The first card out is 6 of Cups. Look, this is what he wants, 6 of Cups. Okay, it's time for his reunion. It's time for his soulmate. It's time for his past life connection now. That's coming up in here. The next card out that's coming up is Judgment. This is the awakening, guys. This is the reconciliation, the awakening, the second chance from the universe that now he wants to manifest with the Yang energy, with the Chariot energy, with everything, with the 9 of Pentacles that he is coming up in here. That is showing up where the reconciliation, the judgment, the rebirth, whatever of this connection is happening. Of this connection. The Sun card, look, that's the divine masculine. Okay, a rebirth of this connection, people. It's a total rebirth of this connection. That's what is happening from the secret. Oops, hold on. From the secret energy in here. Okay. Now this is weird. Okay, when I was talking to you, my hand just not even touched it, but this deck is right here. I don't know if you can see this deck that I'm working on with right now, okay? And this card just touched and flew off. It's a 4 of Wands. I just wanted to show you that. So this is where the energy is, guys. This entire twin flame journey is going through a rebirth process. A complete rebirth with the 6 of Swords. It's transitioning from the bad area. It's transitioning, and then you have the moon energy. Look at this, the sun and the moon. The transition between the two people, between the twins in here. This is where this energy is coming to from the story of his secret plan, guys. Okay, this complete rebirth of the situation of this twin flame is waking up. Okay, and there is a movement that is happening between the two people here the sun and the moon, the divine masculine, the divine feminine, where bad things with the six of sword is moving away to bring this connection back into life once again. Wow. And don't forget what came flying out, the Four of Cups. The Four of Wands. Okay. This is absolutely unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's look at the Judgment card and see what my spirit has to say, if there is any message here. It's a total, you know what it is guys, once he's settling down in his own way, this connection is flourishing back to life, okay? This is the total connection that is coming back into life. What do you have to say about the Judgment? Is there any message here? And the Judgment card, people, is from the universe. Okay, this Judgment is not the 3D Judgment. It is the 5D Judgment that is moving the divine masculine. Now look at this card in here. It's moving the divine masculine towards the divine feminine. He is in the period of transition where he is coming towards you guys. Okay, with as less a baggage, because he knows that you are the place of his destiny and calm and peace. Let's put it very simply. Is there a message for the Judgment card, my spirit, please? Is there anything that you might have to say for the Judgment card? Okay. The Hanged Man, the Hanging Man, and the Six of Wands. Yeah, look, that stall is over. The stall of this twin flame situation is over, guys. Okay, it's time for rebirth. It's time to give birth into this connection, which is what is happening at this point in time, people. Which is what is happening. Wow. What is the wisdom for this story in here as the divine masculine is moving towards the divine feminine in the right possible way? What does the wisdom oracle have to say about this story? Truth be told, yeah? Okay. 14, card number 5. Lessons have been learned in here, people. This connection needs to move and truth has to come out. This is where the stall is over. This is where the stall towards the victory is over as the transition begins into the next phase of your journey, divine feminine and divine masculine, if you guys are listening out as well. Okay? This is the truth be told, where things are happening in a different situation, where the truth is going to be communicated with this energy that is coming out in here, where the enlightenment has already happened and is allowing this beautiful connection to move forward into the next sacred phase of their life in here, guys. Beautiful. All right, let's look at the action card in here. I want to see the action. This reading could be a little bit long, but please forgive me. As I always say, I don't have any control on this. Okay. The first card out with action is the Wheel of Fortune. We are talking about the destiny. Okay. This is where the destiny, the good luck, the fortune is all showing up in here. The Wheel of Fortune is all bringing back the good luck, 5 of Wands. Okay. Where there was a lot of fight, people. A lot of subtle fight. Could be internal, external fight that was going on between the two of you. Okay, and this is where the fortune, the destiny of the situation is changing. Queen of Swords shows up in here. Okay, which is you, divine feminine. Which is you here. Bringing out the clarity in the situation as well, too. Okay, because when you show up, you're showing up here with a transformation here. Could be communication, could be action, could be anything. But it's a very clear-cut process that's going to change the Wheel of Fortune. So for all I know, people, the action could be from your end too. Okay? At a certain point in time, where you will openly communicate about your decision in life, about your stuff in life, which is where that heaviness, that feeling of heaviness is still sitting between this story in here with regards to the movement of this fortune. This has to be cleared. Okay, and the Wheel and the Queen of Swords is showing up to clear the block in here. Okay, and which is you, divine feminine. The next card is Knight of Wands. Okay, this is another story here that begins. The Knight of Wands is a passionate, fiery, feisty, a little player kind of an energy towards the Five of Swords. Okay, so somebody is working on this energy, people. Okay, somebody is looking at themselves in here, and this could be the divine masculine to see how he can get control of this pride and ego and everything, and he's quickly moving towards this. It's a quick energy with the Knight of Wand. It's a quick energy to take care of this, and then you got the Knight of Sword. So you got the Knight of Wand, you got the Knight of Sword in between. Okay, now see the fun here. Okay, you got the Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Sword, sitting in between this number 5 of Wand, which is a learning lesson. She has learned this lesson. You have, this is the action that you might take towards this movement here. It also could be that, because don't forget, this entire journey is coming to a position of becoming one here. Okay, so two people can easily show up in the situation with the action. And over here, I got a feeling, or I'm getting a feeling, guys, that a big time plan is on its way to manifest again a learning lesson here. You got 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords. There has been a tremendous amount of learning lesson in this journey that now needs to be acted upon. That now needs to be acted on or acted upon by whoever it is. The divine masculine, the divine feminine, both could be engaged in this activity to clear the story in here. That also could be a part of this entire process, is also what I'm getting, people. Okay, let's look at the Queen of Swords. Excuse me. And the Queen of Swords is definitely your energy. Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords. 2 of Wands. Yeah, there is a plan in the process, people. It could be your plan as well, Divine Feminine. Or the Divine Masculine is planning with you in mind to see how he can work in this way to get rid of this 5 of Wands energy and open the door towards communication with you. That also could be a story that is going to move the Wheel of Fortune for him. Let's look at the 5 of Swords, because he's learned two big learning lessons here. 5 of Swords, okay, and 5 of Wands. That had been really sitting in his life, and he is now willing to take action on this two situation. Page of Swords, yeah. He is in observation to see how he can maneuver through this 5 of Swords activity to finish it off, people. He wants to kill it off. And that's the plan he is making, so that his pride and ego that he had been putting up in your life with this Knight of Wands energy that was quickly in and out of the story. You know, so okay, this is also what I'm getting, guys. With the Knight of Wands energy and the 5 of Swords, he was very quickly in and out of this energy of the 5 of Swords. Okay, where sometimes he put up a fight, sometimes he didn't put up a fight, but sometimes he was very egotistical, sometimes he was probably not egotistical. It was a very in and out energy, quick energy. Okay, and that is the quick energy that is going to come to an end, where he's making a plan to stabilize and balance this situation in here in the right way. That's the observation. That's what he's thinking about with the Page of Swords, as to how he can finish off this energy once and for all together. All together. The bottom of the deck is the 10 of Swords. Look, this is what it is. The 10 of Swords, the 10 of Wands, and the Star card. Yeah, and the Queen of Pentacles. He wants to heal this totally with you, people. Okay, all this energy that he had been fighting with, he had been working with, he had been sitting with, will be surrendered to the divine, forever gone from your life. And this is an observation. Look at the change that he is bringing, people, to plan himself, to work himself, to communicate with you in the right way towards the Page of Swords energy that is in turn going to close the old chapter and heal the new beginning and bring in the healing into the story. That's his action. Okay, his action is to heal the entire story for you, Divine Feminine. He's so much in love with you, guys. I love you, people, Divine Feminine. He's so much in love with you that he's feeling that the only focus The only story that he is feeling right now, people, is that he will have to now bring you back in the right way without any kind of mess up, healing you, healing your heart with love, with compassion, with kindness, with everything that you always wanted to see in him. Okay, let's look at the wisdom oracle for this action in here. Before I could ask, I've got 3 cards in here. So we will see the action wisdom here, people. All right, let's look at the action wisdom here. No peace like home. Card number 5. Yeah, you see card number 5. Card number 5. He is working on the story. Lessons have been learned to bring back peace into this connection in here. No peace like home. This is what he wants to achieve with his action. Go the distance. Card number 2 breaks down. Taking that leap of faith to make this journey, to work on the situation. Go the distance, plan it out. Okay, taking that because he wants to heal this connection. A change in the wind. Card number 3, yeah. He's taking the decision for this co-creation in here. There's a change in this action. Look at the action here, people. Can you see the action here? And then the fate. Card number 8 breaks down to card number 8, which is the karma. Okay, so that is, and then you have spiritual calling, all that glitters, TikTok. Okay, time is running out. He will have to do it quick and easy, fast, fast. No place like home. He wants to completely heal the situation, people, of that 5 energy in here. And taking a decision to change everything here. Co-creation. Okay, card number 3. Change everything from the old karmic situation where fate had not allowed this connection to have moved before. He is putting an end to that, people. He is putting an end to that old karma because now he's bringing back his spiritual understanding, the light within him, guys. Time is running out. He wants to be blessed in this connection in here, and while he is doing the transition work. He is in transition now, right now, people. They're here and now. He's moving from one to the other as he is moving with his plan towards his success story in here. Beautiful. You know what it is, guys? It's like this connection is being blessed. Okay, let's put it like that. This connection is coming to the point of being blessed by the universe. You or the divine masculine. Both you guys have got no hold on this anymore. Okay, let me be very clear. No hold on this anymore as this connection is moving from one to the other in the very natural way. Okay, let's look at the mystic moon in here for a message to conclude that story. Please give me the message from Mystic Moon to conclude that story from this deck in here. Yeah, so this connection is, like I said, this connection had been the first card out. Am I kidding you? Return. Return. This connection is returning. Divine masculine is returning. Everything is moving, people. Reinvention. Okay, this is all happening in front of you. You can see that. Okay, he is completely reinventing himself to return back to you. That's what I told you guys. He's working on himself, people, from a place of total negativity, from a place of total disaster, chaos that he had created for himself. Don't forget that. He had created for himself, yes, but it was also, yes, a part of his karmic lesson. That is also the truth. We cannot deny the truth as we move into this reading, people. Okay? We have muse, soulmate, look, cycles, and fresh start. Anything more you want to know, guys? Really? Anything more do you want to know? I mean, what is there for me? Nostalgia, bound, commitment is all getting out. Devotion. He is working for his own self-worth. Look, his own devotion is coming. The answer is yes. He's waking up from the unawakened state to blossom back into spring now. Okay, so this is clearly the story here, people. He's returning with a new reinvention, with a new divine masculine, where he is now going to paint a new picture with you, the soulmate. Other cycles are closing, new cycles are beginning in here with a fresh start for you guys. Okay, so it's a beautiful journey that is moving into after the Lionsgate portal, people. So as he moves, as this connection moves, you will see how he lights his own candle. Because right now, he is, like I told you, he's in a period of transition. He is closing the old cycles, excuse me. He is closing the old cycles to begin the new cycle. So he is in a period of transition because he wants to start this new story with you, with his soulmate, twin flame, connection, love, two of cups. He wants to propose to you. For some people, it could be that as well going forward. Okay, he wants to make a proposal because he's coming back as the divine masculine in here. He is coming back as the divine masculine with a fresh start in this connection for you people. Beautiful. Enjoy this reading, guys, and let me know in your comments if you have anything that you might want to share. Until then, take care. Goodbye. God bless you, and Khuda Hafiz.